At a time when kids may be confused by an invisible villain, there's an elite group helping them understand and be safe. They're fighting what's out there by staying in here. They are the Stay Heroes. Meet the Great Hygiene, expert at washing hands and disinfecting surfaces and objects. Dr. Distancio is a master of physical distancing and virtual playdates. And General Fields uncovers emotions and harnesses positivity. Your kids can become Stay Heroes too. Learn how at stayheroes.org.
And welcome here to the Waynesville Youth Football Championships as the Outlaws and Broncos will square off. Outlaws made it here after a last-second win over the Lakers last week when they were able to strip the ball away and run in for a 99-yard touchdown. The Broncos won by, I believe, 3 scores, so Broncos are the top seed. And we are off, ready to go here. And Broncos are also off. And we're going to start this ball game with the touchdown. So we're going to start off with a one-play drive, and the clock will continue to roll here. Clock keeps rolling. Yeah. Oh, stop.
Stop the clock.
Oh, touchdown stop. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh. My bad.
Oh, I stopped it. Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then we'll resume at kickoff.
So we do have some modified rules here on the clock, so if there's some confusion there, will probably be some confusion at times. Or it look like there is. And Broncos will run this in, so that will make this a 7-0 lead in favor of the Broncos, as just like that, the 30 seconds gone, we have 7 points on the board.
is 33. I goofed.
And the first play for that is a 1-yard gain after all, so 2nd and 9. Do apologize if the volume goes down. The YouTube does not like copyrighted music very well. So 2nd attempt now for the Broncos, and they are looking for, looks like, very wide split backs in the backfield. Possibly a toss here. And was a keeper. The Broncos were able to get through that, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 12. So there is no punt at this age level, so the ball will move, I believe, 20 yards or something of that nature for the change of possession. Clock only stops for scores and injuries and timeouts.
That's okay. It takes some getting used to.
Another wide set here, as we may have a similar play. And they're going to have some room, but the Broncos are there to close the corner off on the Outlaws, so that's going to bring up a 4th down, and this is going to be a 20-yard walk-off, I believe. So 4th and 9, unless we're going for it. We haven't had an indication. That is the punt indication, so we'll be back after this PSA.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
There's a way to stop the spread of coronavirus. There's a way to protect others. There's a way to keep your family safe. New York figured it out. The answer weighs less than an ounce. It's not a heavy lift. Be New York tough. Mask up, America.
So we are back, ready to go. The clock approaching 2 minutes in the quarter, and the top seed Broncos have a 1-score lead right now, and they set up in a sweeping play. He is going to be closed off on the corner, so we're going to have a 2nd down. That was a loss of a yard on that, so 2nd and 11. Good defense for the Outlaws there as they were able to close the corner off. And that ball is going to be loose. And that's going to be a turnover. So the Outlaws will pick the ball up. Outlaws in orange, Broncos in white. So first turnover of the ball game. And big opportunity for the Outlaws to possibly tie this game up or move the Broncos downfield further. So they were attempting the sweep play, and it just didn't quite get to the running back they were hoping for, and into the dirt, and into the Outlaws' hands. Both these teams got a pretty good front line on them. And once again, we have a, well, very deep backs in the backfield. And that is going to end the quarter. So with that, we'll be back after this 1 minute PSA.
Before that I'm not proud of.
Just as I've been hurt by others.
The thing is, this is not who I am, and it's definitely not who I want to be.
I don't want to be cruel.
I don't want to spread gossip.
I don't want to be a body shamer.
I don't want to exclude anyone.
I don't want to make anyone feel lonely,
left out, hurt.
We have the power to be more.
We can create a kinder world.
It's not that hard.
We just need to stop.
take a moment,
And consider others.
before we speak.
And before we act.
Be more.
Be more.
Be more.
And we are back for the second quarter. We're going to have a whistle, so that's a false start on the offense. So Outlaws will be moved back 5 yards. So 1st and 15 will come up.
I started back up now.
Yep. Yeah. So we want to thank the Lakers here for allowing us to use the facilities for the championship game so these teams can finish out their season. And Outlaws break 1, break 2, break 3, break 4. Break nearly broke the last couple, but they're going to pick up a first down. So that is 1st and 10 from, looks like the 35-yard line. Outlaws with a great run on that, as the Broncos just were not able to get a hold of him. So once again, the deep backs for the Outlaws. And we're going to have a keeper. He's going to break the first, break the second. And ball comes loose. So that's going to be a fumble. That's going to result in a turnover. And that will go back to the Broncos.
So just say ball recovered by number 8. Fumble recovered by number 8.
So after the player is all right there, and we are back ready to go. The Broncos take over the ball. So sweet play for the Broncos. He has the outside. He breaks 1, almost breaks 2, and he will be dropped after, looks like a 13-yard gain.
Tackled by number 2.
So Outlaws extending the defense after that first play, which caught him by surprise. And outside. That is a big gain for the Broncos, and they're going to pick up a first down after a 70-plus yard run right there. So the Outlaws in orange, the Broncos in white.
Do I stop the clock too?
2 minutes left in the half. Second. Minutes left in the half.
And we're going to have a false start, so that will move them back 5 yards, and they will now start this drive on the 23-yard line. So just outside of the red zone now.
Right? They got to find their penalty for offsides.
And Broncos still break free as
Ball carrier on the play, number 5, tackle made by number 90.
short gain for the
Second and 9.
Broncos on that. They're going to make it, it's like second and about 7 or 8 here now. So under a minute to go in this first half. The Broncos have one score already. Good defense by both teams, and a turnover made the difference from that last possession downfield. We're going to have a host of Outlaws that's going to stop that.
Is that number 8? Yep. Ball carrier on the play, number 8, tackle made by.
So we're going to have a timeout on the field.
I have to stop the clock first.
There you go. And it's like the Broncos back home, so you're gonna go.
How was on the clock? 30 seconds?
It's
20. I have 23.
23 seconds.
first time out.
No, for on the clock.
It'll re-pull that up.
It don't matter.
What was that, third down?
So we have 3rd and 8 coming up for the Broncos.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Still waiting on the clock here to finish up.
Do you want to buzzer at the end of the timeout? Do you want to buzzer at the end of the timeout?
Oh, clock's good.
Did it do it itself?
No, I did it.
And Broncos with 3rd down will possibly have the last play of this half. That's going to be a throw. That is incomplete into the turf.
Incomplete pass to number 2.
How do I say 11 seconds?
So 11 seconds remain in the half. That will bring up, well, I don't I would just go for it here. Worst thing you do is you give them the ball deep in their territory, and they have to drive 80 yards to score. It's fourth and 8 right now.
Start on the ball's high for it.
Yeah, go.
We got ball and movement. He breaks a 1, breaks 2, stiff arm, and that is going to... I believe we still have about 2 seconds left on the clock here when the touchdown went in. But that is a touchdown for the Broncos. My replay is coming up, so I can... We have a 3 on the scoreboard, so we may have 3 seconds.
Okay.
So there should be 3 seconds on the clock, which I believe there is on the scoreboard. And we're going to have a defensive offsides, possibly. That is the defensive offsides.
Offsides, defense.
So it's going to make this... Well, it's not going to change a whole lot of this. It's just going to move them maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah.
Broncos currently lead 13-0, hoping to tack on an extra point. And they will tack on the extra point.
The extra point is good.
So 14-0. We have 1 play left in this half as the Outlaws will get the ball 1 time. And the ball will be on the 20-yard line, I believe. Or 20 or the 25. Looks like the 25.
Yeah. No, I actually put down 1. Your yards to go. 10. Yep.
So this will be the final play of the game. Or the half, at least.
You said 8-minute halftime?
Yep.
I think so.
Oh, wait, you said that.
Yeah.
Looks like we are ready to line up for the final play. So 3 backs on this, so I'd be looking for a sweep with a couple blockers. And that will close this half out. And with a halftime score of 14-0 in favor of the Broncos, we'll be back in 8 minutes for more Waynesville Youth Football. And we are back for the 3rd quarter, and looks like Outlaws will start with the ball this time. Not sure. There we go. Now we are set to go. And the ball gets loose. Ball's still loose. Looks like Outlaws will hang on to the ball.
Recovered by number 4.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down, though, and they're going to lose a couple on that. Good job by the Outlaws to recover the ball.
Yeah.
Looking at the replay, the recovery was made by number 4 of the Outlaws. That's the imaginary replay that you guys cannot see. Outlaws set up and, well, they may throw the ball, but I'm not sure. It's definitely not throwing the ball. And the rugby bounce is recovered again. That's going to be another loss, so third down and about 16 yards now. So Broncos have pushed the Outlaws back inside the red zone now for the Broncos. And the way the rules are, the clock will continue to run through till the last 2 minutes of each half. Then it's regular running rules with the exception of scoring. So Outlaws set up in... Well, there we go. I about to say we had two backs that were kind of off center back there, but we are lined up now. We're close to lined up. And very obvious handoff. Good handoff, though. And Broncos with the spin. Outlaws get free. They're going to bring up a fourth down, though. Beautiful spin on that. As he was surrounded by three Broncos, 16 was able to spin around and come free, and he gained, looks like 4th and 7 now. This is going to be a punt, so we'll be back after this PSA.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You still talking to your friend?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
So as third quarter continues to roll here, the Broncos take over again, and I would say their favorite play, the sweep, may come into play again. Outlaws stretched out on wide a little bit to stop that play. And we're going to have looks like a keeper this time. And if he gets by him, he's gone. He will be taken down out of bounds, so good run for the Broncos. So no flag on the play. And that's going to result in a first down to start this off. And just outside of the red zone, Broncos have an opportunity for another score.
The best part was Eldon. There was Eldon, one of the kids on Eldon got mad at us and watched the ref pulls the ref's flag out and throws it, trying to give us the penalties.
Broncos look for. It's like backs packed together, balls bobbled, and Outlaws are there. This will result in a couple yard loss for them. So 2nd and 13 coming up.
Yeah, that's right. And then you'll tell who it is, and they'll take it away from them.
So I have to like time out, then pick the side, and then.
So stop your clock. Time
So
out.
we have split backs this time for the Broncos.
Actually, you may not have to click enter after
And that ball's loose again. It looks like Outlaws may have got it. Outlaws recover the ball. So that will... So we're going to have a player down here. We're going to... Looks like he is all right, being helped off. We have 6 seconds left on the clock here. We got a couple that were coming off, it looks like. Both of them are okay. And this will be the final play of the quarter as the Outlaws picked up the first down. And that is the end of the quarter. We're going to be back after this 1-minute PSA.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad! Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Nice.
And we are back to start the fourth quarter here with still a 14-0 lead in favor of Broncos. Outlaws do have the ball, though. Broncos, well, he is going to be stopped way further up. So he's going to be stopped for momentum on that as he still had a loss.
16, tackled by the Broncos D-line.
So that's a 2nd and 15.
Yep.
Next up, we have the Lakers and the Vikings playing. It looks like the Vikings will be wearing white tops, Lakers wearing purple. And split backs again for Outlaws. He's got some room. And he will get hit by a truck over there as Broncos came out of nowhere. But we're going to have a flag out of this, so... That may have... I believe that's a holding call, so... The ball is... Okay, we have a quick timeout here. We're going to take a... Okay, we have a holding call. There's still some discussion going on here. Probably about that gentle hit from earlier, but either way, this is going to be holding on the offense, and they're going to probably be 2nd and 25 after this is all sorted out. And this is 2nd and 25.
No, it is 25.
Yeah.
Because The ball. I mean, no.
Yeah, the ball number 15 was 2-yard penalty.
So a big run will be brought back to a 10-yard loss and still second down.
Number 16.
And Outlaws get loose. He's gone. He's got one to beat.
Wow. Yeah. Number 8's got it.
And he will make it all the way to the 25-yard line. So that's a 50-yard gain for the Outlaws, and they will pick up a big first down after that.
Yeah, they called timeout.
Yeah. So away.
So we're going to have a timeout for the Outlaws. We will be back after this PSA.
There you go.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
So come back out. The Outlaws are finishing up their timeout. We still have a 14-0 game, but a big 50-yard run from the Outlaws can make this a one-score possession. Both these teams really doing very well today. And a little bit delay to start, but we have a back also behind the quarterback there. We have a couple. And that is number 8 on the run. He will spin, and he will get taken down, but not before he picks up a first. This might be a second down. It's going to be close to a first. It's going to be about 1 yard short. So second and looks like 2 yards instead of 1. It's close either way. And Outlaws pick up the first. He's got some running room. Ball comes loose. So it will go out of bounds. So lucky bounce for the Outlaws. But that's a first and goal on the play.
Number 4, tackled made by number 86.
As our chain crew's a little confused there.
How do I take the 10 off? It's just first. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there's not the first and goal button.
So first and goal, we have wide split backs for the Outlaws. 2 minutes left in the ball game. So about 6-7 yards. Outlaws with the run. Breaks 1, breaks 2, and he's going to gain about a yard. He'll gain more than a yard. It's going to be about 3. So second and goal. And we have a clock stoppage here. I believe there's a timeout. So we'll be back after this PSA.
You can't sit here.
Don't add her to the chain.
It was just a joke. We're not friends.
Why are you talking to me?
He started it.
She's so gross.
Lame. Loser.
Weirdo.
I've said and done things before that I'm not proud of.
Just as I've been hurt by others.
The thing is, this is not who I am. And it's definitely not who I want to be.
I don't want to be cruel. I don't want to spread gossip.
I don't want to be a body shamer.
I don't want to exclude anyone.
I don't want to make anyone feel lonely.
Left out.
Hurt.
We have the power to be more.
We can create a kinder world.
And we are ready to go as both teams are out of the timeout. And he was down on the play. Good defense, and we have a player down. We'll be back after this PSA.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend? It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Both teams ready to go, and a minute left in the ball game. Outlaws in good field position, possibly for a score. They still have, we have third on the scoreboard, second on the field. I have third down on my part. I'm assuming it's third down, but it doesn't matter. That is a touchdown. We have no flags, so that will cut this into a one-score game either way we go. And honestly, I would run the ball, try to get 2 points out of this one. So it looks like we are going to do the, I think, 2-point conversion, though. The ball is on the 3-yard line, or 1-point conversion. If it's on the 3, it's 1. If it's on the 5, it's 2. Both these teams have had a great season here. Just 37 seconds on the clock, though, so with only one timeout for the Outlaws, they really can't do a whole lot, especially if there's a first down. Broncos can pretty much run this game out. And so now the Outlaws will need a 2-point conversion along with another touchdown to tie this. So we'll be back after this 30-second PSA about sportsmanship.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
So final 37 seconds left in the ball game. So Broncos can pretty much run this game out, as Outlaws can only stop the clock once. And it's not going to matter because we're going to have a touchdown right here. So that will bring up another touchdown, and that's going to fill the icing on the cake, and we are ready to go. It's just 18 seconds left on the clock. So the Broncos will win the kindergarten through second grade age group here this year for the WYF championship. And that ball is bobbled, so conversion's no good. So with 18 seconds to go here, it will be virtually impossible for the Outlaws to win because it's probably going to take that long to get down the field.
Oh no, but I'm going to. No 50?
Yeah.
The
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
both these teams are, I'm not sure what offense we're going to run yet.
Yeah. Gas and oil. That's exciting.
So we're going to have split backs fairly wide for the Outlaws. Sometimes this age group takes a while to start. And I didn't quite see where that ended, but that will end that will not end the ball game.
Stop number 16.
So we're going to have a timeout called. So Outlaws will try for one more score, and we'll be back after this PSA.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
Still talking to your friend? It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
So final seconds on the clock here as the Outlaws will try once more.
Oh, there it is.
This is 2nd and 14, by the way.
Who is it?
And that will do it. The clock will run out. Congratulations to both teams, and
Broncos 20, Outlaws 6.
we will be ready to go for the presentation here.
Please get your players lined up at the table for the award ceremony.
So we will
do not go and huddle and talk. Please get them to the table for the award ceremony. Both teams to the award table.
How long should I wait until I take that off the board? Because, you know, it's kind of like made us lost. So.
Whatever you want to do. Let's do it now because we need time to let the board reboot. So then this one, resume game, go. 6601. Radio settings, accept. Nice. Alright,
Do you know how long quarters 3rd and 4th graders do? Is it 7 or 1 more minute?
I think it's 8.
8?
Do you know what, is it 7 minutes or 8 minutes for the 3rd and 4th grade for the quarters? 8 minutes. Thank you.
Is there a math or something?
Nope.
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 Oh.
There used to be a PVC pipe that ran to the gutters on Dogwood, but they took that down. Unsafe. To have a tube piss running. they give you the name list, or are you gonna read it out? If you want to.
I don't care.
There's a few names on there I don't know.
Don't have time to go through that.
Sure.
All right, fans, we're going to go ahead and award our second place team in the kindergarten through second grade division. Let's give a big round of applause for the Outlaws. All right, first up, we're going to award Joseph Gazaway. Next up will be Jamari Fondo. Next up will be Ryan Maddox. Zayden Hernandez. Caden Starks. Waylon Hogue. Cody Herberling. Barrett Davis. Joey Augustine. Tucker David. Cohen Pfeiffer. And Brentley Nager. These are your 2020 runner-ups. Congratulations, Outlaws. Great job this season. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for your 2020 K through second champions, the Broncos. First up will be Jarvis McLemore. I do apologize if I butchered these names. Joey McPherson. Ian Dumas. Ashton Tullis Backnell. Lincoln Geary.
Wasn't for tissues.
I'm not sure about this one. Is it Cash Hebert? Herbert? Tiago Smith. Liam Callahan. Caden Bederneck. Lucas Wall.
Oh no.
Jace Coronado.
What did I do with his keys? Okay.
And Jocelyn Smith. Give it up for these 2020 champions in the K-2 second division. Congratulations. Head coach, please report to Jay.
From the moment we met, it felt like we fit.
Thank you for showing me what unconditional love looks like.
We are better when we are together. My life feels complete with you in it. Oh.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Thank you.